Hello traders, The title of the video is how to trade after much of Elliott wave correction. So I'm choosing my word very carefully here because after much of Elliott wave, a flat correction. So the flat correction is completed, is finished. How do we trade after that? This is what I meant, alright? So on this chart you can see that we have a trending phase. The beginning of the trending phase is not very clear here, so I don't want to put first, second, third, or fourth wave here. So this is the trending phase, and at the end of the trending phase we have a flat correction. So contrary to the zigzag pattern, alright, so it is the flat correction. You can see that the A part of the flat correction, you can see that usually will be shallow, alright, not very deep. Contrary to the zigzag pattern, the A part of the zigzag pattern will almost bring the price near the moving of the 100, between the 50 and the 100. So this is a flat correction. In fact, this is what we call the expanded flat correction, because the C wave of the flat correction is quite deep. You can see a very deep C wave. So when we have the C wave that is quite deep, we have what we call the expanded flat correction. You can see that the B wave also went a little bit above, let's see what's happening here, above the high of the fifth wave, somewhere here. Alright, now how do we trade after the flat correction is completed? A better way to put it to you, how I trade in myself, okay? So you want to be practical, alright? So very simple. Just draw a pitchfork tool. See, Joe, you are using too much pitchfork tool. Yes, it's an essential technical trading tool, so we can't ignore it anymore. So we connect the high of the fifth wave, alright, to the low of the A part of the flat correction, and then we connect it also to the high of the B wave of the flat correction. So 3 points we need to use: the high of the fifth wave, the low of the A part of the flat correction, and the high of the B part of the flat correction. With those 3 points, we draw this pitchfork tool. Can you see the red one here? That's it. And you want to look for trading opportunity on or near the edge of the pitchfork tool. So once you place that pitchfork tool there, traders that are following us at the Pro Trader YouTube channel know that we always draw the median line of each half, of the pitchfork tool. That's it. And then you want to trade on the edge. You are looking for hot spot trading zones. So very often people place the pitchfork tool like I've done it now. They forget about everything else. Don't do that. You see here, there's a support here. And you see where the price did turn around. This is what we call a hot spot trading zone. In this intersection between any horizontal line and any part of the pitchfork tool, you see here we have intersection between the median line of the lower half of the pitchfork tool and this horizontal key level. So you place that pitchfork tool and you want to make sure you have also the horizontal key levels on your chart. All you are doing, you are not trying to go ahead of the price. You are just looking for trading opportunity on or near the hot spot trading zone. So right now, where the price is again another hot spot trading zone. Will there be a signal to sell? Will there be a signal to buy? Well, if there is a signal to buy, then you will look for opportunity to buy or sell, yes or no. If there is no signal, you won't bother at all to buy or sell, yes or no. That's what we are doing all the time. So you're just looking for trading opportunity on or near one of those key levels. That's it. All right. So I don't want the video to be too long. There are other things that you need to pay attention to. Should I say it again? All right. So don't forget to draw other trend lines. Okay. No more trend line. Okay. Draw them there. Because sometimes there is a saying in French that say that un point de vue est un point d'aveuglement. So a viewpoint is a blinding point. So If you are fixated only on one thing, you are likely to miss something else. You see, the reason why the prime one below that, you see here, is now that I put that trend line, you see that trend line, the reason why the prime one a little bit below uh, this hot spotting zone, because of this trailer. Because why don't you return the trailer instead of stopping in the middle of nowhere? You see, so it tested the lower part of that hot spotting zone before it went back up. So don't forget anything else. Okay, draw the trail lines. Okay, even if you don't want to, you can draw them and then remove them. So you don't have to leave them on your chart like I do all the time. I leave them because it's my chart, so I can leave them there. Somebody say, why do you have so many lines? I say, well, it's my chart. They say, why? I say, well, it's my chart. All right, you can do the same thing. All right, if you don't want to leave them on the chart, all right, you can just like you draw it like this, and then you can remove it. Yes or no? All right. But if you like, you can leave it there. Just leave it there. Another thing I want to point out that is very interesting in this video before we wrap it up. So that's it. This is how you trade the aftermath of Elliott wave flat correction. I want to say something else that is more important also. It is, you see, you want to pay attention to the first part of a pattern. So for the zigzag pattern, is the A part, yes or no? For the flat correction, it's also the A part. So every pattern that we are looking at, the first part and the last part of the pattern, the last component or the first component of the pattern, those are very important patterns. And they can help us sometimes to make excellent decisions, especially if you are talking about three patterns like a zigzag pattern, flat correction, all right? Like you see here, you see the first candlestick bar, I just want to point out, you see first candlestick bar, you see here, it started from here and went down all the way here. You see it's a low volatile candlestick bar. During the first part of the flat correction, we have a volatile long bearish candlestick bar. When you see that, understand that the same thing can happen, what has happened in the first part of the first component of a pattern can also happen during the last component of the pattern. It doesn't mean that definitely it will happen, but it has a high chance to happen also during the last component of a pattern. Have you ever heard about equality between the first and the fifth wave? Have you ever heard that people, earlier we tried talking about equality between the magnitude and the length of the first wave and the fifth wave? This is what we are talking about. The first component and the last component. As it was at the beginning, so it shall be at the end. Have you ever heard that something? It's happening in the financial market. So this tendency bar that was very long. That's why this one also is long. So first tendency bar in the first component of the flat correction is very long. Look at the first tendency bar in the last component of the flat correction also long. But don't go around thinking that exactly the same thing is going to happen all the time. But you want to be aware of it, and when it's happening, you understand it, or you may be part of it. Here it is. First component, last component. All right. That's why sometimes, if I go deeper talking about children, the Benjamin in a family usually resemble the father like the firstborn. It's a fractal matter. So if you push it too far, though I'm talking about short tutorial, we can end up talking like 30 minutes and 40 minutes. But if you want us to talk more about fractal patterns, to go deeper and deeper, well, join us at Day Pro Traders YouTube channel. So this will conclude. So again here, pay attention carefully. So the pattern is very important. The flat correction is completed, and I'm telling you how we trade it. Yes or no? All right. Okay, I'm talking about the first part of a component and the last part of the component has a high chance to be similar. Okay, now look at this one. So the pattern is completed here. This flat correction is ended here now. All right, 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, 5. That's it. Okay, so now the pattern has ended here. Look at now the new price move. Look at the new price move. What do you see at the end of the new price move? A long candlestick bar. So, can I ask you a question? All right. What will happen if the price, okay, in the near future pull back to this level, to the same level where we have this long candlestick bar. If it pull back to this level, there is a high chance that the candlestick bar that will start from here may be long. I didn't say it will definitely be long, has a high chance to be long. So you see, the starting point of this long candlestick bar is almost in the same zone here. So you went above it a bit. And in the same zone where we had that long candlestick bar, we had again another long candlestick bar. So here we have another long candlestick bar. If we come back one day here, does it mean that definitely no? We have at least, we can say that you have at least 60% of chance that the candlestick bar, we may see another long candlestick bar from here. And again, I can say more about that. This is a new price move. So the first session of a new price move is holding a lot of information that can help us trade a new price move. Have you ever heard that people say that they use the structure of the first wave to forecast the whole multi-wave? So when a new price move is beginning, can we pay attention to the beginning of that new move, the structure and how it's developing? Alright, short tutorial, George. So if you have any questions, suggestions, blah blah blah, put in the comment section, and of course I will be recording another video to answer your specific question. If this video has been useful to you, please give us a thumbs up. If you dislike it, mark it down. If you think it's an essential tutorial, feel free to share it on the social media. Okay? Subscribe to our YouTube channel. 24 Elliott Waves, DG2, DG4, Elliott Waves in plural. And be sure to click on the notification bell so anytime we record a new video, you will be the first person to be notified. Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. We are the TSTW24 traders talking about how to trade aftermath of Elliott wave, a flat correction. The internal waves of the flat correction are 1, 2, 3 for the A part of the flat correction, 1, 2, 3 for the B part of the flat correction, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the C part of the flat correction. Have I ever said that my favorite Elliott wave pattern is the flat correction? Yes, I did. Thank you. Happy to see you all, and I will speak to you soon. Thank you for watching. We are the TSTW24 traders talking about how to trade aftermath of Elliott wave, a flat correction.